Hello, everybody, and welcome to another presentation today. And today we're going to be having a look at smart targets. So my name is Kieran. I am an English support tutor on the Manchester campus of Elizabeth School of London, and I am looking forward to talking to you about this today. And yeah, smart targets, that is our topic. So let's not waste any time. Let's get stuck into it. So smart targets, you're obviously here because you want to learn a little bit more about smart targets and how you can use them in your assignments, how you can use them in your higher education career in general. So in this very short workshop today, we are going to be learning about effective goals that we can achieve through the SMART framework. So SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And we're also going to practice discussing personal and professional objectives. Okay. So first of all, let's think about some questions that you are going to discuss with yourself, or if you're with some friends and family, you could discuss it with them as well. Okay. So have a little think about this first one. So what is a target that you've set for yourself in the past where you were trying to achieve something? Did you actually achieve it? And then why or why not? Okay. If it was successful, think about that. If it was not successful, think about why it wasn't a success. Next question, what do you think makes a target easier or harder to achieve? Okay, is it too much to do in a short period of time or something like that? Now, the third question I'd like you to think about is, have you ever set a goal that seemed impossible at first, but later became achievable? And then what changed? What moved it from impossible to achievable? The next question I want to think about here is, what challenges do you face when trying to achieve your targets? Okay, could be many different things, and we've got to think about all of them, really. The next question, can you think of a target that seemed important at first, but later didn't feel relevant? Yeah, this can happen quite often, I think. The next question, the penultimate question, is it better to aim high and risk failure, or to set more realistic targets, and why? Okay. And the last question, do you think it's possible to achieve success without setting clear targets? And then why or why not? So those questions will help to create some ideas in your mind about targets and how we can make those realistic and achievable, etc. Okay, so we're going to do things a little bit different now. I would like you to, elsewhere on YouTube, try to find this video, which is called A Complete Guide to Goal Setting. So I would like you to watch it. It only takes about 6 minutes or so. And then we're going to have a look at some questions related to it. So if you're watching this, please pause the video, try to find it out there. It's called A Complete Guide to Goal Setting. And then when you're finished with the video, please come back here and we will look at some questions connected to it. Okay. Right, so you've probably just gone and done that. So you've just watched the video, and now I want you to identify which of these 6 items here on the list were actually mentioned in the video. Okay, so did it talk about setting goals is for the weak? Did it say people without goals are not as successful as they want to be? Did it talk about goals always need to be 10 times what we can realistically accomplish? Does it talk about people don't set goals enough, that everyone in life should have a goal? Okay. Does it talk about goals giving you momentum? And does it say you can't go back, but you can start where you are? Okay. So you've probably watched the video now, and the answers for these are, okay, it should just be those 3. Okay, so people without goals are not as successful as they would like to be. Goals give you the momentum and motivation to keep going, and you can't go back in time, but what you can do is start where you are now. So congratulations if you got all of those correct, guys. Well done. But we're going to have a look at some further exercises now as well. Okay. So we've got these different stages of creating a goal, of creating a target. So what you simply need to do is to put these into the correct order. So which one would come first, which second, third, and fourth, fifth, things like that. Okay. So again, pause the video. Maybe write down on a piece of paper, or if you're on your computer, make some notes in the Word app or something like that. All right. And then pause the video, come back in a couple of minutes, and we'll find out what the answers are. Okay. So hopefully you've just done that now. So what we can see is that number one is you need to establish a clear and specific goal. The more detailed, the better. After that, we should ensure that our goal is measurable. All right, we'll touch on that a little bit later on. Number three, you need to ensure that your goals are actionable. And then you need to think about the steps that you need to achieve in order to get there. Number four is the goal you choose should be relevant to what you're actually trying to achieve. And lastly, you need a time limit that is actually achievable, but also one that gives you enough time to do it in a quality sense. Okay. So, moving on from that idea, okay, we've got, you'll notice here, so number one is S, number two is M, number three is A, number four is R, and number five is time. So that's where we get SMART from: specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, and time-based. Okay, so let's look at these in a little bit more information. So the S that is in SMART is specific. Your goal should be specific. It should be well defined, clear, easy to understand. The M means that it should be measurable. How can you actually show that you have achieved your goal? Are we talking about qualitative or quantitative? All right. Now, the next one, A, that tells us that it should be achievable. Is it actually possible to do it? If not, then it's not a target, is it? It's just a dream, something like that. So the R tells us that it should be relevant. Your target should be relevant to your purpose. And then the last one, T, means that it should be time bound. It should have a clear deadline, a clear timeline. In order to reach that deadline, you need a start date and an end date, if possible. Okay, so we just used some of these words here. So what I would like you to do is to match the words on the left with their definitions on the right. Okay, so again, just like we did before, pause the video, take a couple of minutes to match them up, and then we will check the answers. Okay, so go and do that now. All right, so thank you very much, everybody, for doing that. So let's check the answers. So deadline goes to the latest time by which something should be completed. The milestone is an important goal achieved during a project. It's not the final one, but it is one of those important things along the way. Objective is something that you plan to achieve. Track means to monitor the progress towards a goal. Okay, just like tracking your package when it comes from the online retailer to your house. Commitment. This is an important goal achieved during a project. Okay. Persist means to continue firmly despite any difficulties along the way. Progress means movement towards a goal. And lastly, attainable means that something is possible to achieve or to get. So next, let's consider a little bit of reading. So what I'd like you to do is to read this page, and then we're going to move on to the next page as well. Read those texts, and then we're going to come to some questions based on those texts. Okay? All right, so read this page here. So pause the video at this point. And then this is the second half as well. So pause the video here and read this part as well. And now we're going to consider some questions based on what you have just read. So looking back at it, what was Sam's company's initial major goal, and did they achieve it? So what you're thinking about here is the first goal was to acquire 10 regular clients within the first year. And did they achieve this? Well, yeah, they actually got 15 clients. So they were really ahead of their targets there. The next question then, how did the team track their success with customers? So the answer is they used a customer relationship management system to track their success. What was their second big target after getting customers? Well, the answer was the target was to expand their services and increase their revenue by 50%. And lastly, what tip did Sam have for other entrepreneurs? Well, it was he advised breaking down your goals into manageable steps and staying committed to the process. So let's have a little discussion now based on all that we've learned today. So, how do you think the difference between a dream and a realistic goal affects your chances of success? Okay. Is it important that it has to be realistic? Well, smart targets would suggest that yes, it has to be realistic. In what ways can setting goals that are too easy hold back your personal growth? If you set easy targets for yourself and you complete them, have you actually achieved anything? If it was easy, if anybody could have done it, then is it really an achievement? The next question, when setting goals, how important do you think it is to consider people who might be affected by your decisions? Okay, so if you are in a position of power, as in management, setting goals, you need to think about the effects on other people. All right. And then lastly, how might setting short term goals affect your ability to achieve bigger, longer term goals? Sometimes being successful in the short term actually affects your ability to be successful in the long term. So, what is the dynamic between those two things? Okay, so we've come to the end of our workshop for today. So if you have any feedback, please scan the QR code on the screen and leave some suggestions for us. And if you need any extra support from the English support tutors, then please do get in touch at English support underscore Manchester WH at esl.ac.uk. So thank you for joining me today. Please have a look at the other videos we have on YouTube as well. And hopefully I'll see you all again soon.